Hey guys, so it's April and I thought I'd do a quick video on the top 10 tips that I have for people starting university this year. Well, any year really, because I wish I'd known these things when I was starting university and I thought, why not do a video on them? It's just a quick video helping people starting university this year. So my first tip is if you're in halls, if you're going to be staying in halls of residence, there's usually Facebook groups. If you know whereabouts in the halls you're staying or what room you're going to be in, then there's usually Facebook groups already. So if you have Facebook, there's Facebook groups, I'm repeating myself, where you can find the people who you're going to be living with. So you can get to know them already and add them as a friend and chat to them before you move in to the halls of residence, which is a great idea because you're going to be living with them, you know. So if you're, I don't know whether this is just a UK thing or whether they do it in America as well, but this is pretty much from the large majority of universities in England. You can do this, okay? And it's just really good because once again, you're going to be living with these people, so it's probably a good idea to talk to them a bit before you move in with them. The next thing is, if you're in halls of residence, once again, then when you're unpacking, don't unpack too much all in one go. Just kind of unpack what you need and don't settle in and get too cozy yet. Just wait a couple of weeks, you know, only like 2-3 weeks, maybe a month, because for the reason being, usually in these halls of residence, they're normally quite old buildings, and of course with old buildings comes wear and tear, and sometimes, like, this is quite a regular thing, like weirdly regular, that sometimes you may have to switch rooms, because you've got to remember there's different people living in these same rooms every single year, and if the building is like 20 years old, there's been 20 people living for a full year in that one room. So, you know, if anything's wrong with the room, you're not going to have to repack up everything, you know what I mean? You're only going to have to repack up quite a few little things, because once again, I have met quite a lot of people, like I never had swap rooms, but I've met quite a lot of people where there was something wrong with their room, like there's mould up and down the walls and no one had noticed because they'd moved a table, and you know what I mean, or it was infested with bugs or whatever, you know what I mean, and so they've had to move rooms. So there's a little tip. 3 is an obvious one. Save money. It is obvious, but not so obvious to most people. No matter how much money you may have, you might want to save it because you will be skint. You may not have time to get a job, and if you do have time to get a job, you still may not end up with a job because it's still hard to find jobs near universities. So try and save your money as much as possible because you will need money for things like books, you'll need food, you'll need money for travel, drinks, etc. Number 4 is don't buy too many things for your kitchen. That sounds a bit daft, but like, you don't need too many things of one thing, you know what I mean? And if there's 6 of you, you know, if you're living in halls and there's 6 of you sharing a kitchen and each one of you brings kitchen roll, you can have 6 rolls of kitchen roll in the kitchen, and it's a bit pointless because who does that? You know, in your house, if you're living with your mum, your dad, your sister and your brother, do you all have your own separate kitchen rolls? Probably not. So this links, you know, and it's just a waste of money, things like that, because it'll never end up used. Or do you get what I mean? So it's probably easier if, once again, you try the Facebook group thing and you all, because usually people are okay as well with the borrowing stuff like that off people. So maybe once again it's easier to go onto the Facebook groups, find who you're going to be sharing a kitchen with and discuss with them, like in a bit of a group, who's bringing what and who can borrow what, and then, you know what I mean, it'll save you a bit of money and it'll be a little less pointless. Or if you can't find a Facebook group and you think, and there's not going to be a toaster there, and you think, well, someone will probably bring a toaster. It doesn't really matter. You don't really, once again, you don't need 6 toasters. So if you just wait, if you wait until you get there and see what else everyone else has got, and if they'll let you borrow certain things, you'll probably be living near shops. So if you don't have something, if you're lacking on something, it doesn't take much for you to just walk down to the shop and buy it then. Buying it there and then instead of buying it before you go. You know what I mean? Number 5 is don't buy too many books on your reading list, okay? I know that sounds bad, but the reason is you just won't have time to read them all, okay? Even if you're an avid reader, you won't have time to read every single book, and even then lecturers tend to have a habit of putting books on your reading list that aren't fully relevant, like there's only like 2 pages in a 1,000-word book that's relevant to the subject, and you don't want to be buying that book just for them 2 pages. So, and also usually your library inside your uni, your university library, normally they have most of the books on your reading list as well. So look in there for most of your books instead of buying them, because once again we're going back to saving money. Don't buy your books before you go to uni, instead wait until you go to uni and check the library. And also, once again, back to saving money, if you need a book and they don't have it in the library, go onto eBay. Don't go into WH Smith's or Waterstones and spend stupid amounts of money on a book when you can get one second hand just as good on eBay. Number 6, the first year doesn't count. Well, no, it does count. You might want to check with your lecturer on this, but as the rules currently stand to my knowledge, the first year, the grades do not matter as long as you pass. As long as you pass each one of your modules, it doesn't matter what grades you got at the end of the year. Do you get what I mean? So don't spend, well, that sounds really bad, saying don't put too much effort into your lectures, but do put as much effort in as you can. But if you think you're only just going to scrape a pass, or just get over a pass, you know what I mean? Don't stress out too much, because as long as you pass, that's all that matters for the first year. And then just improve the next year, it's fine. Number 7, work at university is much harder to college and school, so if you're stuck on anything, this goes without saying, don't be afraid to ask your lecturers or peers for advice or help. Anyone who's in your lectures can, you can ask for their help with studying, or your lecturers, if you don't understand something, you can ask them about it, and they'll most likely be more than happy to help you, or schedule some sort of appointment for you to sit down and talk to them one-to-one about it. They're not going to kick you off the course. I understand that fear, but they're not going to kick you off the course because you don't understand one or two things. You know what I mean? They want you to succeed. They want you to pass, so they will be helping you. Their job as lecturers are to help you pass and get that degree, not to fail you and get rid of you. So if you need help, ask them instead of just leaving it be. Number 8, that's 9, 8. You can actually ask your peers, like, your friends and things like that, to proofread your essays. That's not cheating. You are allowed to do that, so they can look through it and make sure it makes sense and things like that. But obviously don't do it for people who are in the same class as you in the same module, because of course they'll have the same essay and they could copy. But like, if you're doing IT and you're asking a science student to look through your work, they're not going to copy, they're just going to help you. But don't take help off them, just get them to proofread it. I need to specify that plagiarism is still a thing that you will get kicked out for, but still, you can get them to proofread it, that's fine. It's a good idea. Number 9, join societies. Now then, most people think, oh, I don't want to join a society because it's too much effort, I'll do it next year, I'll do it in my second year. Lots of people think that, and I thought that. The issue being there is, it can be hardish to make friends at uni because you don't meet as many people as what you did at college and school, even though there's more opportunities to meet people at uni. So you're better off taking them opportunities and going to societies, and that way you can actually meet people who are interested in the exact same things as you. And normally there's loads of different societies, like there's anime societies, there's LGBT societies, there's loads of different societies. There was a Pokemon society at my uni, which is awesome. So, there's society for everyone. So go to them, just try them out. Number 10, everyone's a cunt. That's a bit crude. Basically, yes, you do want to make friends, as many friends as you can, because you will get lonely at university if you don't have friends. But uni students, especially first years, no offence, can be absolute cunts and dickheads, even if they seem nice at the start. So the plan is try and make as many friends as you can, but at the same time don't put too much trust in them, because you might get backstabbed like I have done like a million times, and pretty much every uni student I know has got the same done to them. Not everyone is that nice, so be cautious even though you're still trying to make friends with people. Yeah. So that's my top 10 facts. I hope you enjoyed this shortish video and enjoyed my ranting. You probably didn't. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, then please do. And also all my social media links are in the description below if you want to follow me on there. Once again, subscribe if you're new. I'm pretty sure I already said that. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and if you found this video ever so slightly helpful or interesting. And yeah, comment down below to please let me know what you thought of the video, how I can improve my videos or anything like that. I really love my channel and want to help it grow a bit more. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Goodbye.